Are we live? Good Wednesday morning.
Now this is how it feels to be alone at the top of the hill.
Good morning, good morning. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Are we live?
We are live.
You couldn't have warned me.
You know that we're live. You're just trying to show off.
I was singing my pump up song.
Your pump song.
Pump up. Pump up. Yeah, getting pumped up. Like, this is my game time.
That's not the pump song.
No, I'm getting pumped up. Pumped up. That's what I do. This is my song.
You want to sing the pump song?
No, I was getting pumped up. All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're going to look back. Is that December 2016 on that video? We're going to look back, and I'm just interested in what on December 15th, 2016, I said about Rex Tillerson's nomination as Secretary of State. We're going to look back at that, and we're going to see, okay? Now, you remember the reports that Rex Tillerson called Trump a moron, right? Just saying. I tell you this much. If you're in the cabinet, if you work for Trump, if you work for Donald J. Trump, you better start following at RealDonaldTrump.com. I mean, at RealDonaldTrump on Twitter. Tillerson got fired over Twitter. I mean, he looked down. Here's my impression. Put up the picture of Tillerson looking down. That's my impression of how Rex looked when he got fired. He looked down, he said, hold on. The president just tweeted something out. I just got a tweet. He tagged me in it. I'm sorry, man. Hey, you can go where you want with this, but Donald J. Trump, I just like it, man. I like it. He says, let's see, where is that tweet the old boy put out yesterday, right? He said, where is that tweet? It's like yesterday morning, where was it, man? He said somewhere, where is it at? Oh man, where is that tweet from yesterday? I'll find it in a minute. But, yesterday, Rex Tillerson looks down and he says, this is him looking down, he says, man, I just got a tweet. Hold on, I just got tagged. I got a little tag. I just got a tweet from the president and I got fired. All right, now put the other picture up of Tillerson, Rex Tillerson. All right, put the other one up. And that's his look on his face. Like, what the hell? I mean, I'm in a foreign country and I just got fired on Twitter. No, he knew a couple days in advance that he was coming home and he was going to leave. I think it was Italy. But, yeah, he got fired on Twitter. The media is going nuts. It's absolutely, I think it's so humorous. But Trump got rid of a globalist. We'll talk a little more about it later. Let's put up Gary Cohn. Trump got rid of Gary Cohn, his chief economic advisor, a globalist, and the establishment, Rex Tillerson, all in 1 week. He's moved Mike Pompeo. Put Pompeo's picture up there. Remember, Pompeo, a representative from Kansas, okay? We're not in Kansas anymore, baby. Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore. You can keep clicking those heels there, Nancy Pelosi. Those stilettos you got from California, you can click them 3 times, but that house is going to fall on your little witch ass house. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice. I'm sorry, it's only 8:05. I shouldn't say something like that, should I? Anyhow, moving right along. Mike Pompeo, representative from Kansas, moves into the CIA director, moves into the Secretary of State. Let's just put it like this. One of the top leading critics of Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State during the Benghazi scandal, crisis, whatever, where Ambassador Stevens, our ambassador in Benghazi over there in Libya, was drugged down the streets. Really? He is now head of the State Department. Interesting turn of events. So that is Donald J. Trump. Connor Lamb, the 18th district, put this up, Connor Lamb's picture. He is the 18th district of PA, all right? Ran as a Republican. Now, here's what we're going to do this morning. You ready? Tell you the truth about the district. That's what we're going to do. We are going to discuss the district in a way that nobody else has, and only somebody may come close to discussing the district this way today at noon. May come close. But we're going to come right out of the box first. Now, this is Connor Lamb. Connor Lamb, let's see. If I was to tell you he is a former Marine, good-looking kid there, former Marine. If I was to tell you that he's pro-life, probably a good Catholic boy, any good Catholic boy a mother would, be proud of, that he did not oppose the Donald Trump tax cuts. He does support the tariffs that Donald Trump put in place. And he said he would not support Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House. Now, if I was to tell you that those were his positions on the campaign trail there in the 18th District of PA, you would think he was on the Republican ticket, but he was not. But that is the mirror of what the Democrats plan to do. Because when I say don't fall for, okay, now the 18th District of PA did not fall for this. They chose this guy, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute, okay? I'm going to tell you why they chose this guy. Donald Trump won this district by 20 points. Tim Murphy, what was he, he 8-time represented, 16 years or 6-time rep, 12 years, Tim Murphy, a Republican in this district. We're going to discuss this district. So today, as the media is saying that Connor Lamb won, okay, it was a Republican against a Republican. And then you look at the Libertarian vote, and I'm okay with that, but the Libertarian vote, if it moves over to Saccone wins, all right? So you take the absentee ballots that are waiting to be counted, 113,000 for him and 113,000 for Saccone, and he comes up about 300 ballots ahead at the end of this, 350 out of 113, 350. And the Libertarian got X, which, 90% of the time or 95% of the time, the Libertarian vote is pulled away from the Republican. So, and also, this is a district that does not exist at the end of the year. This is all sensationalized for the media. Because you know what, America? You live. America today is reality TV, and we're on the end, man. I mean, we are reality TV, and it's a disaster. It's absolutely a disaster. Hopefully, Donald Trump can continue to push forward, but he won't be able to do it without you. So we'll talk about this district here. Nice little good-looking Catholic boy, probably the new I think I'm going to wait to call anybody names. It wouldn't be nice. Would it be nice?
No.
Well, Donald Trump calls, like him, Sham the Lamb, or Lamb the Sham, Little Marco Rubio, right? I mean, don't you like those? Put up the picture of the Blue Ridge City Council. Now, last night I went to the Blue Ridge City Council meeting, and they're good people, good people. Let's just do. Can I use a name like in fun?
Yes, let's go for it.
Thank you. I was waiting that. So it's meeting 3, and like Donald Trump, the mayor. So we're gonna give her a chance to recover, but right now we're gonna call her Wishy-Washy Whitener. Okay? Mayor Donna Whitener, Wishy-Washy Whitener right now, okay? Just say it. I love the mayor. I love everybody. Can't you tell? Doesn't it come through the screen, Amanda, how much I love everybody?
Yes.
Thank you. But right now, they're on meeting 3, and I am so confused on who is putting this agenda together for their meetings, who is herding the cats. Oh, by the way, that would be the Humane Society of Blue Ridge herding the cats, because they got another donation from they have feral cats, so the city of Blue Ridge donates so much money to the Humane Society of Blue Ridge to herd cats. Holy smokes, who wants this job, herding cats? But
that sounds like a great job.
Would you like that job?
I would love that job.
Yeah, we can see if we can get you right in there, okay? I have somebody you can call right after the show. Anyhow, we're going to talk about this. I don't know, maybe 9:30, whatever. We're going to talk about the Blue Ridge City Council and Wishy-Washy Whitener there on what direction this thing is going. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Take that picture down. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Joy Behar apologized. Wait a minute, I'm off track here. I mean, let's tell the people how they could respond to my comments. You can always respond to this show live. 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700 or chief@fetchernews.com. You can email me. That phone is sitting right here. You can text me. You can call me a sleepy-eyed whatever. It doesn't matter. It's right. Boom. There. I would see it right then. 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. And then you can follow us on Twitter. Now, let me make a statement. Okay, Amanda? The staff here at fyntv.com, fetchernews.com, never has to worry about me firing anybody with a tweet. So I don't want anybody nervous to follow us. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I wouldn't do. No tweeting out.
That is one thing we don't have to worry about, huh?
No, you don't have to worry about that. So you can follow us at Fetcher News, at FYNTV on Twitter. You can also follow us on Facebook. Find us, like our page, FetcherNews.com, FYNTV.com. And you can also, while supplies last, find us on YouTube, FYNTV, FetcherNews.com, and you'll get a notification if you subscribe to our channel anytime we do a live broadcast. Joy Behar apologized. We'll play that later, right? Now, I want to wait, Amanda, but I want to play the apology, okay? Don't say anything. You're going to be tempted, all right? But then after we play it, I want to see if you accept her apology. What about you? Do you accept Joy's apology on the View? You know, what the hell? We're in a damn reality TV. I mean, we're a mess. We're a disaster. I mean, we are. We should all be having like biohazard signs everywhere. Former FBI director Comey is going on The View. He's going on The View. Director Comey. Really? That's where you're going, on The View? A book tour for this son of a gun. Mueller, the special counsel, is going to run this investigation all the way into 2019. Don't think it's wrapping up. It's going into 2019, okay? Period. It's going into 2019, all right? Republicans have done their own damage. Mueller's going to take it into 2019. So everything is ready for the impeachment when you, the American people, don't get off your ass and get out and push like the Democrats to get Republicans elected back in. Yeah, I said it. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. They're fired up. They're fired up. And they went yesterday and they voted Democrat. Even the far left of left voted Democrat. You didn't see a fourth option on there. You saw yesterday Lamb, the Democrat, Saccone, the Republican in the 18th District of Pennsylvania, and then the Libertarian. The Libertarian didn't get the left Elizabeth Warren vote. No, Bernie Sanders. They went ahead and voted for Lamb, even though Lamb went against the establishment, Democrat establishment. Now, also today is the 14th, means at 10 a.m., little children's everywhere are supposed to walk out of school in solidarity and not have a damn understanding or reason whatsoever why they walked out of school. Not understanding one bit. Just walk out of school. I want to be up there and I want to interview the kids. Why'd you walk out today? Ask any kid if we can get the word out. I want to ask if any kid, why did you walk out? I don't know. Why? So that's at 10 o'clock. Now, this is where I go wrong. But you know what? Something else is wrong here, okay? Now, I'm going to say, I want to be very clear on this. There's a Facebook post going around. One of the school systems sent out a letter yesterday that I read from the superintendent. It's very good. There's a post going around by superintendents of schools everywhere that is very good. And they're talking about walking up and hugging that friend. They're talking about walking up and hugging that friend or that person that you normally don't hug, and inviting that person that you normally don't, sit with at lunch. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong here? I mean, we didn't want you to sit with us at lunch, but nobody got shot. What the hell? I mean, we didn't go through the halls hugging people we didn't want to hang out with, but nobody got shot. But you know what? They're encouraging everybody to just go love on somebody at 10 o'clock. So, 10 o'clock, find a kid you normally won't hang out with and go up and just say, oh, I love you so much. Why can't we be friends, right? Amanda, I don't know. Where am I going with this?
When I was in school, if you went up and hugged people that you wouldn't normally hug, it'd be National Fist Fight Day. National Fist
Fight Day?
Yeah. Hey, my high school is kind of rough. I don't know.
Your high school is kind of rough? I don't know. If we didn't invite you to the lunch table, we didn't invite you to the lunch table. I went to a segregated high school. Nobody took a minute. Nobody figured that one out. No. Okay, that was your cue. What did that mean, BKP? So say it.
I was waiting for your delivery, but go ahead. What do you mean by that, BKP?
Because, people want to. Hell. Amanda, you're forcing me into saying things that I'm going to regret. People want to be with the people they want to be with.
Right.
That's it. People want to be, do you watch that Game of Thrones or whatever it is?
No.
But I don't. So if I go to the lunch table and it's the kids that watch Game of Thrones and they're sitting there and they're eating their peas and carrots talking about last night's episode, why the hell do I want to be there, right?
Exactly.
So people want to be with who people want to be with.
Right.
And it's called human nature, okay? And we keep tinkering with that over and over and over. We keep trying to do, oh, by the way, Stephen Hawkins is dead and he is sliding his way right into hell now as we speak. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Should I have said that?
I think that was appropriate.
Okay, all right. So anyhow, he went through the black hole about 9 o'clock last night. I don't give a rat's whatever about Stephen Hawkins. Hey, let's get back to school. So we had... For those of you here at 2018, African American, we didn't have no idea what that meant. If somebody would have walked in our high school, let's just say 1970 something, and said, we need to speak to all the African American students, everybody be looking at each other. Who the hell are those people, right? So we didn't understand. So when you walk in the morning, okay, you get off the school buses. This is what somebody should do. Just leave people alone. Do a real study. So you get off the school bus. You remember these days, Amanda, and you walked into school, and you went and you had 20 minutes before the first bell. So you went in the cafeteria or main area or whatever, okay, and you sat there until first bell. That was the rule, right? So you went to the table and hung out with the people you wanted to talk to. And before school started. So we had the sister table, okay? That's where the sisters sit. Is that wrong? I don't care. I could care less. But the African American young ladies, there would be a table, and I remember, I'm not going to call no names because I'm still very close friends with this one lady today. But we had, we had a couple ladies, so they're sitting over here. There's like 6 or 7 African American young ladies sitting over there. And they never invited any white girls over. I was wondering, why didn't you bring a white girl over? Because I don't know. So anyhow, then over here to my left were, all of the young African American men that got together at these 2 tables, right? You know what I'm saying? See, we made that decision on our own, off the bus. We didn't have a damn adult one in the room. And we made that decision all by ourselves. And nobody got mad at each other. And nobody hit each other. And then you had what I called the AC/DC table. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody was in there. It's late 70 something in your high school. And somebody's wearing a rock concert t-shirt, AC/DC or something. And we're over here talking. And then you had the kids, the 4.0 table. And you stayed the hell away from the 4.0. Do you know what I'm talking about, Amanda? Do you understand a damn word I'm saying in that room?
Yeah, it was like that when I went to high school.
But they're wanting you to go and hug on everybody today and don't walk out at 10 o'clock. Where did we get with that? How did that ever come up? I'm just tired of the damn social experiment with our children. Leave the kids alone. Let them do what they want. Let them sit where they want. Let them color their damn hair. Leave them the hell alone. Get them off the video games 24 hours, 7 days a week. Get their head out of the crazy clouds. Take their cell phones away. Give them actual times that they can communicate with the devices. And outside of that, they can't have them. And get involved. And you know what? It's not who you're sitting with at the lunch table. You won't shoot each other. I don't know if I made any sense. I don't. Well, we're going to move right along. Moving right along. Wow, I'm in a good mood today. It's Wednesday. You know that? Because I do. Put up Eddie Munster. Eddie Munster's going to be here today. I mean, how can you go wrong? I have all my Munster trivia. You got a picture? What the hell? You didn't hear me? I gotta put my glasses on. You're gonna just take your time on purpose just to shoot my nerves today, right?
Yeah.
I see it in there.
I woke up this morning.
That was the game plan, driving all the way up here, right?
My one mission today is just to shoot your nerves to pieces.
All right. Well, Butch Patrick played Eddie Munster. There he is. Now the doll is Little Wolfie. I loved Little Wolfie. Okay. So Butch Patrick played Eddie Munster. And he's got Little Wolfie there. He is going to be, there's 3 places Eddie Munster, Butch Patrick's going to be. Where's the other one? Is that got the Cars in it? The other one, the Cars? What the hell, McFly? There it is. Okay, on the top is the Munster Mobile there, right? Oh, you remember that? Herman used to drive the Munster. My God, I swear to God, you just don't know. And then on the lower one is the Dragula. Remember when Grandpa built the Dragula and they went to the drag strip? That was great. It was great. Anyhow, so, and Herman had the little, anyhow, moving right along. Butch Patrick is going to be on the show Friday morning from Circuit World, right there. Eddie Munster, Butch Patrick is going to be on our show Friday morning, 8:45, right after Ask the Doc. We're going to get the all-star panel together, okay? At a panel, we're going to get in there, and I know Rick is right now home just getting all of his Munster trivia. He's like a little kid getting his Munster trivia together. Don't know how interested Jane will be, but Butch is going to join us on the all-star panel, and we're going to ask him a couple questions, but the cars, those 2 cars will be at North Georgia Ford, folks in Blue Ridge, and he will be there at 11 o'clock Friday and Saturday. Butch Patrick, you can go up, meet Butch Patrick, get his autograph, check out the cars that are going to be with him, ask him questions. So he's going to be there, and it's on our website, right? And let's get that all social media. Let's throw that out on Twitter and everything. Can you do that for me? Can you make that happen? Thank you. I appreciate it. At least something can happen here. It's 8:26. When we come back, as soon as we come back, I'm interested to find out what I said about Rex Tillerson. Okay? I'm just interested. And then we'll go from there. Then I want to know if you accept the apology of Joy Behar. Then I want to talk about the things which, if you're used to the show, about the 18th District of Pennsylvania that no one else is going to talk about. Hopefully around noon, the great one's Mark Levin. Hopefully around noon, Rushbo might get into this. We're going to talk about, so don't get nervous about PA 18 yet, okay? I'm your host, BKP. Take us a break.
Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella-J next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
It's just this simple. Nobody beats Days on price. If it's a Chevy, you'll pay less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $4,000 off a new 2018 Chevy Malibu, or save up to $10,000 off a new 2018 Silverado Crew Cab. It doesn't matter which Chevy you choose. Nobody beats Days on price. $10,000 off Silverados and $4,000 off Malibus at Days Chevy in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. All right, folks, first of all, Rex Tillerson is out. And I want to do this establishment. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You can reach the show 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700, chief at FetcherNews.com, or at Fetcher News at FYNTV. Now, here's the thing, okay? I've got a minor problem, all right? Here's my minor problem. Wednesday, there's no meetings at night, all right? I mean, there's no city council, or there's usually no meetings at night, so there's really nothing that I have to go to on Wednesday night. So the other day somebody said, hey, I would like to get together with you, right? And talk about election or something. What day is best? And I said Wednesday. Wednesday's best. But you know my problem? Daggone it, if I ask, do you know my problem, it's because I'm wanting somebody to say, what's your problem?
I'm looking at you.
They can't tell that. So you know what my problem is?
What's your problem?
Thank you. I don't remember who it is. I have there's somebody today that I said, hey, you know what? Wednesday's my best day.
Send out a tweet.
Huh?
Send out a tweet.
I'm just saying. Okay, so anyhow, let's look at Rex Tillerson is out, okay? Now, Rex Tillerson got a tweet. That said, your services are no longer needed. I'm sorry. Trump boots establishment Secretary of State Rex Tillerson as North Korea talks loom. In the most recent round of musical chairs at the White House, President Donald Trump has removed Secretary of State Rex Tillerson from his post. Now, let's just stay with this, okay? Put up Rex Tillerson, flip the two pictures that I have there. Rex Tillerson, former CEO of Exxon. All right? And supposedly, as the former CEO of Exxon, he had wait a minute, because the media has to figure out what to do on a daily basis to cover their lies. Now, they will tell you Donald Trump lies, but I'm going to pull this together for you. The media on a daily basis has to get up and figure out, and here is their best move. Ignore it happened. Just never accept it happened and keep going forward. Plow forward, never accept it happened, never accept you lied, never accept there's video, never accept any of that, just plow forward. But Rex Tillerson, the former CEO of Exxon, was supposed to be Secretary of State based on his Vladimir Putin relationship. Remember? Exxon he went to Russia and secured the biggest drilling rights and deal or whatever for Vladimir Putin, and this was securing their suspicions that Trump was going to be Russian friendly. Rex Tillerson alone would be the liaison. He talks Vladimir's language. I mean, this was a sure thing that Rex Tillerson was a Russian guy that knew Vladimir, that had, I think he has been given an award, a high honor from the Russian government as, big drilling contracts with Russia, the whole thing. This was supposed to be the part of the proof that Donald Trump was more interested in Russia and taking care of Vladimir Putin and giving him a payback for helping him win the election, according to the media. So what does the media do? Forget it happened, plow forward, okay? Now that being said, the campaign trail, all right? You actually ended up electing a president that said, "Hey, what's my analogy here is the legal pad. You know how I always tell you that on the campaign trail, somebody had the legal pad, and when Trump got off the stage, they wrote it down, and that sucker is in the desk drawer. And if Donald Trump promised John or Jill or Lori or Bill in Kansas when he was there that he was going to do something, it's on that pad. Not the establishment, not the globalists, not Goldman Sachs, not Mitch McConnell, not Paul Ryan, because remember, Paul Ryan, wouldn't even stand with him in Wisconsin because of the Billy Bush video. Paul Ryan wouldn't even stand with him. So that's not who he's keeping his promises to. But on the campaign trail, what did President Trump say? The Iran deal was the dumbest deal ever made. Remember that, Amanda? Dumbest deal. All the time on the campaign trail. Worst deal ever made. Dumbest deal ever made, the Iran. And as soon as he gets the chance, he's out of this thing. We gave them billions of dollars, dropped it, paid for hostages. You remember our American citizens had to sit on a plane. The hostages had to sit on a plane and wait for that last drop of the pallet of was it $500 billion we gave them that we exchanged through another bank in another country because we can't do business with them? Donald Trump said it was the stupidest, worst deal ever made. Rex Tillerson did not think that. Rex Tillerson thought that the Iranian deal, nuclear deal, he did not want out of it. He did not want out of TPP. Okay? Rumor is he called the president a moron. He never confirmed or denied, but rumor is. But he wanted out of Rex Tillerson did not want out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal. He wanted to get in it. Trump said, no, I promised the voters. And the Iranian deal, this guy did not want to leave the Iranian nuclear deal. He didn't. He did not. Establishment. So I just want just a couple seconds. Pull up the video. This is your host, okay? on December 15th, 2016, now I don't know these guys. I want to set this up first. We're a small little network in North Georgia. I got a handful of sources. I got some pretty good sources, but a handful. I get a handful of calls. But I'm not up there on Capitol Hill. I'm not walking the halls right now on Capitol Hill. I'm not listening to the whisper in the hallways. I don't have those kind of sources. I don't have 18 million viewers a day or 3 million a day like Rush. I don't have the big senators and the congressmen calling and whispering to Rush on a daily basis what's happening next, which is great. I'm glad he's got that. I don't have that. I have to just go and read articles, study politics, study their words, and try to figure out right here. I know, don't take this wrong. Basically, on my own, there's a lot of help from you, the audience. Don't get mad. You are the research team. But figure it out without high. So every one of the nominees that was candidates for the cabinet, we broke down and we talked about it. Never met Rex Tillerson in my life. Didn't know who the hell he was until I started researching him when he was picked. But this is what I said December 15th, 2016. Roll the tape. Desk, I thought I would pull some files out to go through. Excuse me just a minute. Got to get the show phone here. Let me get this up here, Cole. I'm ready to go. Hold on a minute. Okay, folks, I am your host, BKP. If you would like to call the show, text us, let us know you want to be on. 706-889-3682. The number's at the bottom of the screen. Or North Carolina. I can't wait. I watch every one. But I'm not going to bury my head in the sand. Okay? For 4 years. So Mitt Romney's not chosen. I'm asking you today to take your time and try to find out why the George W. Bush, okay? Don't think so. Somewhere this is tied together. Tell me why Donald Trump allowed, whether you like this statement or not, Bob Gates and Condoleezza Rice to introduce him to Rex Tillerson. I want to know, where's the outrage? Where is the outrage from Trump supporters? Trump has only known this guy for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Right? How well does Donald Trump know Condoleezza Rice? Now, I'm not attacking Condoleezza Rice. How well, though? How well does Donald Trump know Condoleezza Rice? How well does Donald Trump know Bob Gates? Bob Gates, Bush administration, Obama administration. Head of the CIA. Head of the CIA, head of the Defense, Secretary of Defense, right? You got Condoleezza Rice, Secretary of State. She knows the job. Bush administration. How well does Donald Trump know? Okay? How well does Donald Trump know Condoleezza Rice and Bob Gates? I guess there's something to be said that you know thy enemy. Well, if you want to call Mitt Romney your enemy, at least we know who he is, right? But how well does Trump and his transition team know these two, or Donald Trump himself? Why did Gates and Rice get to walk right in and say, hey, here's your man? Now you got Rudy Giuliani. Now they're trying to come up with all these reasons. Now you got Rudy Giuliani, you got Newt Gingrich that was floated out there. You got Bob Corker, which was a no for me. You got the list goes on. The list goes on of potential Secretary of States, Mitt Romney, all the above. But right about the time, just saying, right about the time Kellyanne Conway goes out and goes rogue and says, look at my Twitter feed and what the Trump supporters are saying about Mitt Romney. Is this Trump's way of saying he listened to his voters? Is this what you voted for? Now, I'm not 100% on board with John Bolton. And there's a lot more I've got today on this. But this one is just getting to me. It's getting to me because I'm just not clear on Bob Gates and Condoleezza Rice having this kind of power to walk in with Rex Tillerson. I'm not a libtard. All right, I'm not out there on the left. But I do think that Tillerson's relationship with the Russians is two-sided. It's like a seesaw. On one side of the seesaw, Tillerson knows enough over there that maybe we could advance the conversation that we definitely have to have with the Russians. On the other side, does he know them in a way that there's something about that Russian relationship? So I'm just going to stay open-minded on that. But I want to know why now? Why now?
All right, that was enough. I'm sorry to keep you too long there on that. But Rex Tillerson, I said from day one, okay? I just went off this. All we heard was Russia, remember? I said that. All we heard was his Russian relationship, right? But don't forget, Sam Nunn, a globalist, Bob Gates, which worked for the Obama administration, all right? Obama administration, and also worked for George W. Bush and Condoleezza Rice. They introduced Bob Gates. You remember Bob Gates took Rex Tillerson to meet Donald Trump. That was the introduction. You remember the famous golden elevator that we had? We had the webcam. They had a camera at that elevator at Trump Tower watching everybody come in and out. You remember Gates went there, Bob Gates, introduced Trump to Rex Tillerson, State Department. Let me tell you something. Trump stayed in Washington about a year. He's getting his feet, settle his feet, okay? And Cohen, that he called a globalist, all right? Listen to this. Let's go with that one real quick, okay? Let's go with that one. Trump thanks globalist Gary Cohen. Let's play that one if you have that one. All right? Go ahead.
Gary Cohen's last meeting in the cabinet and of the cabinet, and he's been terrific. He may be a globalist, but I still like him. He is seriously a globalist, there's no question. But you know what? In his own way, he's a nationalist because he loves our country. And where is Gary? You love our country. You love our country.
He's serious a globalist. Gary Cohen is gone. Okay, Rex Tillerson, the establishment that was brought in by Bob Gates, Condoleezza Rice, Sam Nunn is gone. Okay. Don't forget, Sam Nunn was very instrumental in Iran. All right. With who? Let me ask you a question if you remember this, and I don't want to bore you, but I want you to Google some things later. Find out if Sam Nunn was on, and former senator, beloved senator from Georgia. Everybody don't get all worked up. But Google if Sam Nunn, okay, was on the board of Westinghouse or General Electric. It's General Electric or Westinghouse, one or the other. Just write this down. If Sam Nunn was on the board of General Electric or Westinghouse and actually got in some trouble as General Electric or Westinghouse used a back channel to do business in Iran and helped Iran set up their electrical grid. Just think about it. I don't know. It may have happened. Just saying, in Iran. And then Sam Nunn shows up for Rex Tillerson. Rex Tillerson wants to stay in the Iranian nuclear deal. Bob Gates is there, Condoleezza Rice. But you know what? Trump promised John out in Iowa, he promised Jane out in Kentucky that, you know what, I'm not going to put up with it. And he's not. So it's real simple to me. Tillerson is out, okay? Tillerson is out. Cohen is out. Who will be out next? I don't know. But I will tell you this. If we're going to keep going with who's out, your president of the United States is going to be out next. Yeah, well, don't get mad at me. Because what do I do all the time? The Dems are fired up. They are fired up. You don't have to like it, but they're fired up. You, the Tea Party, died. You have to get back to work. Quit having monthly Tea Party social meetings. They're like tea parties, really, like where you get together and just have a social lunch. Get back to work. Get back to the basics. You cannot quit now. Our congressman I'm just going to go off the top of my head. If you were in the 9th District of Georgia and you're within my voice, you're in the top 5 conservative voting districts in the United States of America. You're just going to go there. Top 5 voting districts in the United States of America. But today, in Gainesville, where the central office is for the 9th Congressional District of Georgia, their phones will ring off the hook. But it will not be you. It will be Democrats burning the phones up. That's right. Democrats. And they are mobilized with George Soros and their money. MoveOn.org. I mean, Media Matters, all of them, they're mobilized with money. Look at how fast they organized kids like that. It took advantage of a tragedy of 17 kids getting murdered, and today CNN will be out sensationalizing a damn kid walking out the door of a school that has no idea why they're walking out. It just seems like the cool thing to do. I'm just telling you, they're mobilized. What did I tell you yesterday when we get into it? I told you the media was mobilized for the 18th district. You, the Republicans, you, the grassroots, you have to go up there and rent buses. I remember, damn it, when you rented buses to go save Scott Walker's ass in Wisconsin. Remember that, damn it? You rented buses all over the United States. The liberals tried to recall Scott Walker in Wisconsin, and you rode the buses. How many of you packed a damn bus to go to the 18th District of PA? Tell me. I didn't get the emails. I'm on like 90 emails. I'm on like 90 damn email lists. And I remember, get on the bus, get on the bus, get on the bus. We got to go to Florida. We got to save Marco's ass. We have to go save Scott Walker's ass. Where the hell are you now? Now, you damn it, you're sitting at home in your lounge chair listening to some damn Joe Scarborough at CNN tell you there's a Democrat wave in a Republican district. Well, I wonder what we're going to do about it. I'll tell you what the hell to do about it. I'm telling you, every daggone day I hear this stuff, and I hear this stuff, and I hear this stuff. Donald J. Trump, which I like. If you caught on that I like the guy, I like Donald J. Trump. But damn it, I am so angry at people that think, well, okay, he's in. Boom, we're done. Wow, we won. Hell no. You didn't win. He's one man. He's, damn it, whether, I don't care who the hell you are, he's not God. He's the president of the United States. Get off your ass, load the buses, get the door knockers out, and go.
Oh my God! I mean, I got to hear about the 18th. I didn't get the email. Where's the email of all of the tea parties? Hey, let's go and knock on doors in the 18th and save PA. But no, I bet you enjoyed Trump's speech. Now he's going to get blamed. He did it. Where the hell were you? Huh? Trump did it. Where were you? Where was the mobilization? I have seen people from Georgia go all the way across this damn country to try to get districts in. I saw people in Texas get on buses, Ohio, headed to Pennsylvania, headed to all these other districts to save them. But now what do? You don't want to miss Trump on TV. So what you do is he goes, what are you going to do? They're going to blame Trump. Oh my God, Trump won this district by 20 points and now it's blue. He did what he had to do. He went up there last week. He called him out. He called Chuck Todd a sleepy-eyed son of a bitch. He called them all out. He laid it out. What did you do? You stayed home and watched the show. I'm just telling you, if you're waiting, and I did not plan to go here, but if your ass is sitting home and you are waiting for Donald Trump to go do a rally in a district and win, and then going to allow the media to say, look at Trump's decline in this area, then you don't support the President of the United States, whether you like what I just said to you or not. You're not a true supporter. You're not a true believer. You're not wanting to change things, and you're not wanting to make America great again if you're not getting off your ass and you expect him to fly in everywhere and do a speech. Let me see where I was at. Over at Gainesville, the phone's going to ring off the hooks with Democrats. I beg you, call. I mean, Congressman Collins needs to know, the 9th District, hey, I don't like this. I do like this. I don't want this. Call other districts. Call other senators. Jam the phones. Remember the old days? Seems like it was just yesterday that it was you and I jamming the damn phones in Washington, D.C. Now it's these whack jobs on the far left that are jamming the phones. I got to take a break. I probably should go to break. I have no idea what the hell this segment was supposed to be. Take us to break, man.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, LJ, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia.
Two.
Okay, I'm back. I'm your host, BKP. Let me try to summarize that in a couple calm words that I got upset. I remember when Scott Walker was being recalled by the unions in Wisconsin, the far left, and you were not going to take it. And you got on buses all over the United States, and packed buses, and you walked door to door in Wisconsin, and you put door knockers out, door hangers, and you had teams of people going all over. I remember how you switched the majority of the state houses in the United States, Senate and House of Representatives of your state. I know how you did it. I watched how you turned blue states into Republican governors. I watched how you did it. I watched how you historically swept the Democrats out of office and moved the Republicans. I watched how you did it. And if you don't do it again, you got to stop saying you don't have the right candidate. I have to just say there's a lot of Republicans up in Washington, D.C. I do not like, but there are some I do. So you got to quit saying that. You got to get out and you got to get your candidates elected. You got to get them nominated. You got to get them elected, and you got to get back to work. And I'm sorry to yell at you. I apologize. But, I keep hearing about the 18th district, and I go through there, and I cannot find where the nation came together to save the 18th district from the media's attempt to turn it around and spin it as a loss for Donald Trump and turning it back into the House. Now, put a picture up. Here is something that I did not hear. I heard this during the election, but I did not hear it in the way I'm about to present it. Put up the picture of Tim Murphy. Okay. Now, put the picture up. There's Tim Murphy. Okay. Representative. Now listen close. This is the 18th of Pennsylvania, District 18. Now, what people are not taking into account, this has Allegheny County, Pittsburgh, Western PA. It has Union. This is probably the most interesting mix, okay? You have your Irish, you have your Italian, okay? Now listen to me close. This is something they don't talk about. Western PA in this corner here, okay? Now when you look at this corner, you take Moon Township. Moon Township is headed out. You head out a 4-lane from Moon Township. That's where. I'm going to break this down. You're going to want to stay with this. Okay. You head towards when President Donald Trump, okay, did the rally, he did it in Moon Township, PA, which is where U.S. Air headquarters, the Pittsburgh airport is right there, about 1.5 miles from where he did the rally. You get on that 4-lane highway and it shoots out to Weirton, West Virginia. I mean, you're out in West Virginia from there in about 40 minutes. And you can head out that way, and if you go through the little top panhandle there of Weirton, West Virginia, I think you can end up somewhere, I think it's called Steubenville, Ohio. Just throwing it out there, Steubenville, Ohio. Actually, that's where Jimmy the Greek's from. For those of you that don't know Jimmy the Greek, we'll get into that another day, okay? So Jimmy the Greek was from Steubenville, Ohio. So this is steel, old steel, all right? Western PA, Allegheny County country. Now, things have changed, but, so you got strong labor unions still. You still get strong labor unions. And don't ever think, now labor unions, you may have your labor union, your Reagan Democrats, you may have your labor union, Donald Trump Democrats. But don't ever think for 1 minute that the labor unions have actually pulled their support. It's almost like the Republicans on any given day thinking the media likes them. Okay? Now keep him up here for a reason. This is Tim Murphy. This is the congressman that you continue to hear so much about that held this district Republican red for 12 years. Okay? Now, the unions have a strong hold in this area still when it comes to the leadership. And the leadership is not going to step over and become Republicans. They may like Donald Trump, they may vote for Donald Trump, but when it comes to their districts, they're not stepping in and becoming Republicans overnight. That's one thing. Probably a pretty good, strong Catholic. Good Catholics. Italians. Bloomfield, up on the hill. Italians. I mean, you go outside Allegheny County, right around Pittsburgh, you have your Polish neighborhood, you have your Irish neighborhood still, you have your Italian neighborhoods, okay? Strong Catholic area, very, very strong Catholic area. What else do you have? If you're a strong Catholic area, pro-life. Now, it's interesting that you have a union household and, you know, and dad's the shop steward or the union shop steward in his district, and he comes in and the kids live and die of the union, but they all get ready to go to mass, all right, and they're Catholic and they're pro-life. Interesting, right? That's this district. So Tim Murphy is a very anti-abortion Republican. Very anti-abortion. Tim Murphy was pro-union in that area. He didn't go against the unions. He was red. The district was red, but Tim Murphy, the former congressman, did not go against the unions. He was pro-life, very vocal in pro-life. Probably a pretty good Catholic boy, right? So, anti-abortion Republican embroiled in scandal after reportedly encouraging a woman he was romantically involved with to terminate a pregnancy. This came out on 10/5/2017. They never told the truth about this district. Representative Tim Murphy from PA, the embattled anti-abortion lawmaker who allegedly encouraged his lover to terminate a pregnancy on Thursday, announced his plan to resign from office later this month, just a day after announcing his plan to retire following the 2018 election. The Pennsylvania Republicans' about-face came after House GOP leaders, senior Republicans, upped the pressure on Murphy to step down. All right? Republican sources familiar with Murphy's thinking said the married father of one child initially believed he could weather a story in Pittsburgh Post-Gazette revealing he had sent a series of text messages to his girlfriend, a psychologist, half his age, psychologist, half his age, encouraging her to have an abortion. Murphy has been a strong anti-abortion lawmaker during his 15 years in Congress. So he's in 15 years of Congress. He's getting ready, I had 12. He's getting ready to be 16 years Republican. Now the media is coming out today and telling you that this district's been Republican for 16 years, red. Donald Trump won it by 20 points. And what the Democrats have done is amazing. But once again, the Democrats have not done anything amazing here. The Republicans have done everything wrong. This afternoon, I received a letter of resignation from Congressman Tim Murphy, effective October 21st. Speaker Paul Ryan said in a statement, it was Dr. Murphy's decision to move on to the next chapter of his life, said Paul Ryan, but many senior Republicans did not believe Murphy could or should survive until the end of his term. Several top Republicans said to Ryan, who met with Murphy Wednesday evening to discuss his future, also wanted him to step down. All right? GOP insiders also were worried that additional damaging stories could surface involving Murphy and his office. The Post-Gazette revealed that his staff was in turmoil for years, and the congressman yelling at aides and throwing folders. So, a very, very damaged Murphy leaves in disgrace. Why? Because he was very outspoken about being pro-life. The NRCC is underfunded in special elections this year. Okay? This is what Stivers predicted, that Republicans would easily hold Murphy's district despite the scandal that destroyed the GOP's lawmaker's career. The NRCC, that's the National Republican Campaign Committee, is underfunded in special elections this year. Undefeated. Boop. The NRCC is undefeated in special elections this year, and I'm supremely confident that will continue. So, they say Saccone was a bad candidate. Republicans in the area thought they could put up anybody and replace Tim Murphy. But 16 years, his pro-life stance took him out of the game, okay? Representative Tim Murphy, see, they're not telling you this. We're going to stay on this just another minute. Representative Tim Murphy resigns from Congress after allegedly asking a woman to have an abortion. Now, you're not understanding, with the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, which is the big paper in this area, in the Washington area, the Green, the Westmoreland, all that area, very strong Catholic, very strong Union, very strong pro-life. It's a big pro-life area, believe it or not. It might be Democrat. And that's why the Democrats that have problems out there is because running a Democrat candidate that is pro-choice doesn't work out there. It doesn't play in that district. So Murphy, very pro-life, but he asked this woman to get an abortion. This is from the Washington Post on October 5th. Representative Tim Murphy said Thursday he will resign from Congress this month, a day after the 8th-term, 16 years, 15 years, Pennsylvania Republican announced he would not seek re-election. Upon further discussion with my family, I've made a decision to resign my position. Okay? I'm grateful for the opportunity to have served the people of Southwest Pennsylvania and have worked with talented and dedicated men and women of the U.S. Congress. Okay? In a statement Thursday, Paul Ryan thanked Murphy for his many years, but basically said, hey, you have to get out of here. Paul Ryan sent him packing, and supposedly the Murphy resignation, a clinical psychiatrist, comes after a news report claimed that the married Republican had asked the woman with whom he had an extramarital affair to get an abortion. Okay? Get an abortion is what he said. In a text in a January 25th text message obtained by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Edwards said Murphy had zero issue posting your pro-life. This is what Edwards said. You had zero issue posting your pro-life stance all over the place when you had no issue asking me to abort our unborn child just a week when we thought that it was one of the options. Folks, I know I may have bored you slightly, but nobody told the truth on this district. Now, here is Connor Lamb. Put him up. So this kid comes along. The Republicans think, hey, we've had this district for 16 years. Trump's won it by 20 points. This is left up to the local level. Start drilling down who are the local Republicans in this area. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to do it, but I can tell you right now, if Congressman Doug Collins says I'm not going to seek another term, I can tell you right now the 5 or 6 people that are going to start positioning themselves or going to get in the area of trying to make the decision of who we in our district would want as our candidate. Okay? So let's bring it down to the local level of that district. So you got Republicans out there in the area that feel, you know what, maybe it's Rick Saccone's turn. I think he's a state senator or something out there in PA. Rick will do a good job. He's not a bad guy. We'll get him to side with the president because the president won by 20 points. And, Murphy's had the seat for 16 years. And what are the Democrats going to do? I mean, it's a pro-life area. What are they going to do? Let's see. They find this kid, a Marine, a veteran. They find this kid, right? Pro-life. They find this kid that's not knocking Donald Trump over the tax reform bill. They find this kid that supports the tariff for steel that Donald Trump put in place to support the unions in this area. They find this kid that almost supported Trump on everything and sounded just like a Republican. Now, Ossoff tried it. He couldn't get it done in the 6th District of Georgia. But he tried it, okay? You would have never known. I'm telling you, if you don't pay attention to me, you need to pay attention now. You would have never known if you were outside looking in at the Jon Ossoff-Karen Handel race, you would have never known that Jon Ossoff was a Democrat. They did everything to make him gender neutral or party neutral. That would have been preferably, right? Well, Democrat, gender neutral, right? They did everything to make Ossoff party neutral. They did. Everything. And the Republicans poured enough money into the 6th District. Karen Handel was not a bad candidate. And they poured enough money into the 6th District to paint Ossoff with Nancy Pelosi. This comes from the New Yorker. Democrats can run the Connor Lamb strategy over and over. Jonathan Chant. Democrats need to win 12 Republican seats to gain the House majority. 24 Republican 24 to win the House majority. Approximately 118 districts have more Democrat-leaning electors than the 18th District of PA. There's another 118 districts like the 18th District of PA, which voted for Donald Trump by nearly 20 points, and which Democrat Connor Lamb turned into a competitive race several days before the election. Republicans were already spreading the word that the discouraging outcome, results unusual candidate on the ballot. The lesson of this race is that campaigns and candidates matter. Corey Bliss, a Republican helper to the district, the party's midterm strategy told John Swan. These are local people in that district, Republicans. Okay, we're making excuses. One campaign outraises and runs circles around the other. In this environment, that's what happens. That creates a number of challengers. Republican candidate Rick Saccone was not actually an especially a weak candidate, having won several races in competitive environments before. Saccone struggled in fundraising, but his shortcomings were offset by a Brinks truck level $12 million. $12 million was spent. All right. It is true that Connor Lamb was an especially strong candidate. Young, Jon Ossoff young. Lacking a voting record, Jon Ossoff lacked a voting record. That could be picked apart. Possessing a background as a Marine, well, you know, Jon Ossoff did do the Star Wars thing. He had a Marine. Lamb cut a favorable profile in comparison with a lifelong politician he faced. But there's a lot of Connor Lambs out there very early in the election, Democrat recruiting candidates with non-traditional backgrounds, especially in the military, that would appeal to voters in red districts. Call them veterans. Let's push veterans up here. A rough profile of Democrat ideal candidate has started to emerge. Veterans, preferably with small business experience too. They'd like as many of them as women or people who have never run for office before, and having young children help. They're finding her candidates. They don't care. Nancy Pelosi, you need to understand, Nancy Pelosi does not care. Okay? The list goes on and on. Democrats are recruiting these people. Okay? The DCCC, that's the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. Why is Nancy Pelosi still the minority leader in Congress? Because she raises more money than anyone else. She's still the breadwinner. I don't care how deranged she gets. I don't care if she stops in the middle of a press conference and looks up because she sees spaceships, no jokes aside, forgets where she's at in the middle of her comments. She still raises more money than anyone else. The DCCC, that's the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, declares victory in PA. Special election despite race being too close to call. The Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, the House Democrats' campaign arm, declared victory on Tuesday, special election in Pennsylvania, even as experts declared the race too close to call. I want to congratulate Connor Lamb and his team of grassroots supporters on an incredible victory. I'm excited to have Connor as a colleague and look forward to working with him on critical issues facing our country, DCCC Chairman Ben Ray, I don't know his last name, from Minnesota, no, New Mexico, said in a statement. All right, money poured in from the DCCC. That's Nancy Pelosi. If this guy would have went around and said, I'm not voting for Nancy Pelosi for Speaker of the House, and it made them mad, he wouldn't have got a dime. They're behind this. They don't care. They're not upset. You think they are. Joe Manchin from West Virginia, the reddest state in the United States. Two states in the United States. Not one county blue. Oklahoma and West Virginia. That's it. Oklahoma and West Virginia. Guess what? Oklahoma and West Virginia. Guess what? Democrat Joe Manchin. Do you think he's concerned? He's a Democrat from West Virginia, senator. He's up for re-election. He did not vote for the tax reform bill. Did not. This guy, no matter how much he sounds like he would go to Washington, D.C. and do the right thing, he will not. The guy down there in Alabama will not. The game plan, veteran if possible, young, no voting record to be attacked, kids if possible, put the husband and wife up, kids. Now, Ossoff had the girlfriend. Okay? Now, you notice they're not trying to find candidates. Now, watch. They won't pour the money in. You take a candidate out there that is campaigning with their partner. I'm not joking. Democrats are hypocrites. Republicans are slimy. I mean, come on. Republicans, when I think of Republicans, I think slimy. Not all. I'm sorry. Don't get all worked up. But Democrats are the biggest hypocrites and liars and cheats. I can't call them murderers. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. That's like alleged. But anyhow, if you will not find Democrats pouring millions of dollars into campaigns, we'll see where somebody's campaigning with their partner, unless it's in San Francisco. But these 118, remember what I just told you, there's 118 more districts that look like the 18th district of PA that they're looking for that candidate today. They're not looking for two men that adopted children. They're not. Democrats are hypocrites. I mean, go with it. I mean, if that's what you believe, you believe it. They're not looking for two men to come up on stage and introduce you to, the two kids, the 12-year-old and the 8-year-old that they adopted and they've been raising, and they don't take a family picture. Democrats don't do that. They're not doing that. Because they don't support you the way you think they do. Okay? Marine, young, good-looking kid, strong Catholic boy, pro-life out there, pro-union, anti-Nancy Pelosi, looked, smelled, and act like a Republican, and they voted for him. Period. And they're looking for those candidates now. Don't forget, what did I tell you? Okay? What did I tell you? Tim Murphy put his picture back up. They never told the story. Yes, Republicans are going to say Republicans made excuses, but they never told the story of Tim Murphy. So supposedly, Democrat Party leadership, money flows into Conor Lamb. Lamb has distanced himself from Nancy Pelosi during a political campaign, but Democrat Conor Lamb's attempt to disavow unpopular party leadership during his special election bid in Pennsylvania district was further complicated on Wednesday when the disclosure that his campaign received thousands from Steny Hoyer. He received thousands from Steny Hoyer of Maryland, okay, who serves as Nancy Pelosi's top lieutenant. So while Conor Lamb is going around saying he disavows Nancy Pelosi, it's like the kids getting up and screaming to Marco Rubio, just say you'll never take money from the NRA again. Just say you'll never do it. Right? He took the money from Nancy Pelosi, all he could get. Conor Lamb did. But nobody told the story of Tim Murphy and the disaster in that district. Now, last but not least, I'm going to go because I got Amanda's coming up at 9:30, and I've got two more stories I want to do. We're going to see. I got two more stories I want to do before we close. But let me just say this, all right? Let me say this, okay? Don't forget, 12 million by the Republicans. Let's just say 12 million by the Democrats. Let's just say 24 million. You out there looking for your car payment? You out there looking for a house payment? You out there looking for your next meal? Working? People threw 24 million at a district that no longer exists after the end of the year. Pennsylvania has drawn this district out of existence. Both of these. This guy's not congressman at the end of the year. He's not. He has to run again for a new district. He doesn't even live in the new district. He has to run again. So you got a district that doesn't exist, that $24 million was just spent on or more in January, according to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, for the new districts that give the Democrats a 10-point advantage. I'm your host, BKP. Let's go to break.
Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's T-E-A-S. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
It's just this simple. Nobody beats Days on price. If it's a Chevy, you'll pay less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $4,000 off a new 2018 Chevy Malibu, or save up to $10,000 off a new 2018 Silverado Crew Cab. It doesn't matter which Chevy you choose. Nobody beats Days on price. $10,000 off Silverados and $4,000 off Malibus at Days Chevy in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
We're back. And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. Amanda, how about this for a press release from Free Enterprise Action Fund? Obama advised against picking Sam Nunn as running mate. Former senator and General Electric board member allowed GE to do business with Iran.
Where did you even find that? I saw the stories, but I didn't see anything like that.
Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama should not select former Senator Sam Nunn to be his vice presidential running mate because Mr. Nunn's support for doing business with terrorist state Iran. Sam Nunn voted to allow General Electric Company to do business with Iran, despite the U.S. government had labeled Iran a state sponsor of terrorism. Okay?
Cite your sources.
These are quotes. Sam Nunn agreed with GE's response, and it's appalling that he would elevate the interest of terrorist state in the same status the U.S. nation. Sam Nunn helped inadvertently put the electric grid together for Iran through GE. Yeah. And Sam Nunn is the one that introduced Sam Nunn, Condoleezza Rice. I got it. I mean, I can't help it. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, I keep this information up here in my computer in my head, and I don't know why I keep it, but I do. Okay, it is 9:35. It's time. I'm going to talk about Blue Ridge before we leave, so we have to have enough time, and we've got a couple of tweets that the president has done to close the day, but not until Not until, let me see if I have anything here. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Amanda, what do you have today? Please tell me you're not going to put a picture up of that fish. What the heck's with that fish? You sent me a fish picture.
Okay, so all right, I'll tell you real quick. The angler fish, you know, the crazy light bulb fish in the very bottom of the ocean. How big do you think those are?
I don't know.
They look like they could be like, you know, this big or so. They can grow up to 7 feet tall.
Okay.
But anyway.
Then why do I care?
Just a fun fact.
They're on the bottom of the ocean.
Stephen Hawking's
is that a fun fact?
Stephen Hawking's dead, so we gotta, you know, embellish a little science today.
Okay, what else? What do you have? What do you actually have?
I really have some news. One of the stars of the Mickey Mouse Club, David Hogg, he tweeted out on Sunday, I don't know how I missed this in the news, can we please not debate this as Democrats, talking about gun control, can we please not debate this as Democrats and Republicans, but discuss this as Americans?
So,
after attacking the GOP, the NRA, and our president.
So he is he trying to look politically neutral?
Am I being grouchy and tired? But did he not stand with the biggest leftist side of the media and attack every single thing that stands for the right?
Wait a minute, who is this biggest leftist you speak
But now
of?
this toddler, he wants peace.
Toddler?
Yes! Mickey Mouse Club. I'm tired of the Mickey Mouse Club, and I'm just tired today. I'm still tired from the time change.
Wow. So, I'm glad you waited till 9:30 to tell me all your problems. So you're tired of the Mickey Mouse Club. Now, let me see. Oh, so that's David. So David,
David just wants peace.
Do you know, I think he's kind of messed up in a way. But, you know, David looks like one of those Democrat candidates.
He does. He looks like John Ossoff.
And the kid that just won out in the 18th district.
Yeah, well...
Not as much, but...
He looks like the other one.
So you say he's going... No, who did he do with the biggest leftist, the biggest... I'm interested in who that is. You said he did an interview with the biggest leftist in the world.
CNN.
Oh, okay, the whole network.
The whole network. The Communist News Network.
All right, so he wants everybody to get along.
Yeah, now he's asking for peace on his Twitter.
He's asking for peace on his Twitter.
So you want to beat us, the dead horses, and then you want peace. But that's actually what CNN stands for. You know, they want to attack, and then they want to come back around and look like the good guy. So.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
I do. I have Stephen Hawking. I know you didn't want to go there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at that picture.
I can't see it from across the room. What do we got?
We got Stephen Hawking in space.
Yeah.
Floating.
Yeah. And why do I need to hear about Stephen Hawking?
Well, he died today. Did you know that? You didn't know
Why
that?
do I care?
Well, come on now.
What do you mean?
Come on now.
No, I'm not being mean. I mean,
nice.
Huh?
Be nice.
No.
You know, actually, I've been reading a little, because I've never even followed Stephen Hawking. Like, I know he's really famous for his discoveries with black holes and the cosmos, but did you know he was married twice?
Yeah.
Like, after his condition and everything?
You want to continue to lure me in with this very exciting Stephen Hawking conversation?
Stephen Hawking.
Huh?
I'm trying to make you interested in Stephen Hawking here.
No, he's a Big Bang Theory guy, and he's a black hole guy, and everything. And I never followed the guy because I'm not into all of his stuff, and I never thought I didn't find the value in what he does. And the only thing he's ever done that I think he inspired the show The Big Bang Theory. So,
yeah.
Right. So I think really the nerds all around The Big Bang Theory are all Stephen Hawking nerds, and I like The Big Bang Theory. So I guess I'm finding the bright side. Do you have anything else? Because this is really boring me, Stephen.
Oh, come on! I even found you a picture of them launching him into hell.
What?
They're launching him into hell right now.
Oh, that's not nice. You told me to be nice. That's not nice.
You're not being nice.
So did you give your kids a speech before they left for school today?
No, I didn't have to.
Very clear?
I mean, they just know better.
They know better?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Amanda. And are you upset because I found the Sam Nunn and you didn't find it?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I figured. Yeah, you're going to pout all day. Folks, thank you, Amanda. Amanda helps me do so much research over there throughout the show. She helps me find pictures, and she does send me stuff throughout the morning, and she goes through some internet sites to see if there's anything breaking as we end the show at 10 o'clock. Donald Trump, I want to read the tweets from your President of the United States, and then I went about 10 minutes with the city of Blue Ridge. 40 minutes ago, the President of the United States tweeted out hundreds of good people, including very important ambassadors and judges, are being blocked and or slow-walked by Democrats in the Senate. Many important positions in government are unfilled because of the obstruction, worst in U.S. history. And then 30 minutes ago, Donald Trump tweeted out, perhaps at no time in history have the business fundamentals of U.S. companies been better than they are today. Those are the tweets. I told you the president cannot do it by himself. You need to help the president of the United States get back on track. Now let's switch because I want a separate recording. Now, the Blue Ridge City Council. It's a new council for some. The mayor is Mayor Donna Whitener, and I made a joke, and don't anybody get bent out of shape, but I'm calling her Wishy-Washy Whitener. Okay, that's the mayor. And Wishy-Washy Whitener is the mayor, and there was claims of the obstruction, which we have on video, so we won't go backwards. There was claims of the obstruction of the last administration and some council members that this mayor today, which was mayor in the last term, could not achieve her agenda or the agenda of the council, being proactive for the city because of the obstruction in the way. All right. So you have Mayor Donna Whitener, you have pro temp mayor and council member Rhonda Thomas Herndon, and then you have Harold Herndon, which it was absent last night. Harold was not there, and those are the three that are returning. Then you have Nathan Fitz as the new council member, first time. You have Ken Gaddis, new council member, first time, and you have Robbie Cornelius, new council member. Now, for the first three meetings, there has been a little bit of discussion of who is setting some of the priorities here. What are some of the strongest priorities that need to be accomplished? Now, let's say this. There are things that cannot be done overnight, okay? But the old expression of get the ball rolling is something that may have been able to be started when they took office. So not to knock the council, but let's be clear. Because of the structure of the council, But between the time they were elected and the time they took office, they were able to meet as a council, the new council, without breaking the Sunshine Law. That's right. The only two council members were Harold Herndon and Rhonda Thomas. The other three are new. They could have had a meeting. They could have had a list. They could have had a meeting twice a week somewhere at somebody's office. And they didn't have to tell anybody. They didn't have to tell the newspaper. They didn't have to tell BKP. They didn't have to tell you. Now, I'm not saying it mean. It's just that's the law. They wouldn't have had to. And they could have had all of these top issues. And they could have come into office on January 1st and said, this is the layout of how we methodically plan to go through the council and repair, fix, change, address this issue or that. They could have had it ready. So they do go ahead to first meeting and they get rid of the old city attorney. And last night the city attorney made some comments. The new ones, David Siphon's gone to first meeting. And last night, the new city attorney that I listened to for the first time made some comments that I thought were pretty good. Not bad for a city attorney. So we'll see. But right out of the box, they give the impression that they're going to fire, and put Johnny Searcy's picture up. Here's the council. Put the council first. Get the council. This is your council. Okay, it's your new city council. It's Mayor Donna Whitener, Harold Herndon, Nathan Fitz, Ken Gaddis, Rhonda Thomas Herndon, and Robbie Cordios. That's your council. Okay, so now Chief of Police Johnny Searcy, get the plus. I'm down for 2 cigars. I mean, I got 2 cigars riding on this, and good cigars too. This is Chief of Police Johnny Searcy. So in the first meeting, they give the impression, they give the look as though they're going to terminate and they change Chief Searcy to interim chief while they look and do a search for a new chief. Right? That was January. February. Are we in March? The third council meeting, actually the fourth, because they had a special called meeting. So 4 council meetings. The first meeting, they take the chief of police and they turn him into interim chief of police, giving the citizens of Blue Ridge and surrounding areas the impression that they're going to terminate the chief of police. All right? So then they had 3 meetings. They had another regular meeting, they had a special call meeting, and then last night. They don't bring this up. They don't talk about it. There was a firestorm on social media. Social media went crazy, okay, over this, all right? But didn't say a word. Last night, Johnny got a raise. Just saying. Now, I know that does not stop them from possibly terminating Johnny, but he got a raise. Now, in fairness, all the police officers got a raise last night in the city of Blue Ridge. But the council asked Johnny, now think of this, what the hell? It sounds a little wishy-washy to me. The council comes back, I have the video, and they asked Johnny to do a comparable pay rate of surrounding cities to see the comparable pay for the police officers in the city of Blue Ridge. Now, I, for one, BKP here, not saying that, law enforcement should not be paid adequately, and let's not get into that. But the guy that they bumped down to interim chief of police the guy that they gave the impression that they were going to replace is the guy they put in charge of doing the research all around the surrounding areas, and is the guy to come back and gave them a report. And according to the report that Johnny gave them, I'm not saying it's wrong, they felt that the police officers of Blue Ridge deserved a raise, okay, including Johnny. Just saying. What the hell? I don't know. Quit asking me. All right, so take him down, put the council back up. So they got nothing better to do, so they put the council back up, please. They got nothing better to do, so they put the noise ordinance. Now, I'm going to tell you where they're making a mistake, and I don't care. They're getting mad at me, and I don't give a rat's, all right? I know they're getting mad, okay? But they put noise ordinance concerning the Swan Drive-In. Now, obviously, I think the Swan Drive-In should pay 3 times as much as they pay in rent. And I don't care if the guy hates me for that. I never told him to take the Swan Drive-In away from the guy. I never did. I just think it's a city asset, and I think that the rent is too cheap, and I think they should redo the lease, and the guy should pay a fair, whoever rents the drive-in from the city should pay a fair rental price. All right, we would be all day if we got into the details on that. All right? So you got Mr. Crane and you got Mr. Setzer, and they don't like each other, you know, and they got a nice little feud going back and forth across the fence and so on. So they put a noise ordinance on the agenda. Well, the minute they put the noise ordinance on the agenda, and then they wussed out on it. So they put the noise ordinance on the agenda, social media lit up like a candle over the noise ordinance that the city council was trying to shut down the Swan Theater. Now, Blue Ridge, the city of Blue Ridge they have a Facebook page, City of Blue Ridge. Let me look in the camera and tell you, city council and mayor, quit responding, damn it. Put your agenda together, go to the meeting, go through your agenda, do the business that you say you're going to do, and don't respond. But no, what does the, I'm going to say the mayor, what did they do yesterday? They listened to all this social media back and forth about a noise ordinance. They go on the Facebook page of City of Blue Ridge's Facebook page, which belongs to you. You're the citizens. It's your Facebook page. And they make this major post about the Swan Drive-In. And to go as far as, well, we got to look at the noise ordinance because, you know, people do have to get up on Sunday to go to church. Really? Really? Well, we got to look because when they play double features, some people have to get up on Sunday to go to church. Really? Okay. So, the bottom line is, now they get to the meeting, they get to the news ordinance, and people are upset, thinking that the Swan's going to get, and they talk about it for a minute. The lawyer reads a statement, hey, we're not going to get rid of the Swan. And boom, nothing. What are you thinking? I mean, is the noise ordinance a priority? Where are you getting your priorities? Then, in the very first meeting, I'm okay, in the very first meeting of the year or the second meeting of the year, my understanding, they've already ripped the kitchen out. I don't care. You know, you get 3 microwaves to heat your Hot Pocket. I could care less. But they ripped the kitchen out. See, the kitchen has water, they got bathrooms, they got nothing. It's not the end of the world. But they rip it out. Last night they voted on the kitchen of City Hall to spend up to $10,000 to replace the kitchen. 10 grand. Holy smokes. Wheel in a microwave. And put a table out. And it's an employee lounge. I swear to God, I'm thinking to myself, 10 friggin' grand. Put a cabinet in. I mean, you could get the scratch and dent over at Home Depot. Put a countertop on it, a sink, Put a table, a microwave, a refrigerator, a cheap $3.99, $4.99, I don't know, whatever the hell, and here you got an employee lounge. Now, I'm not trying to knock the employees of Blue Ridge that you don't deserve a decent place to. 10 grand. But here's the catch. The kitchen's already ripped out, so you can't say no. They've already ripped it out. New tile, everything. Wouldn't you like to have a 10 grand kitchen? I'm just saying. Well, it was in the budget. That really frosts me. When you come and say, well, we have spent more money and spent, but it was in the budget. No, damn it, it's the citizens' money at all times. Well, I understand how a budget works, so don't get them. So they're going to do the kitchen, right? So people are wondering, wait a minute. So the business association says, look, I've been to the 3 meetings, and they get up and they say, I haven't seen parking. I have. Not, I don't know if I got it right or not, Jane. Parking on the agenda. Don't see it. And what about the downtown bathrooms? Linda Thompson, and I apologize, Linda, for using your name, but Linda Thompson, I watched her 5 years ago, stand up and try to get donations from Home Depot and try to get a couple $1,000s to remodel the bathrooms in downtown Blue Ridge, right? Tried to get a couple $1,000. She couldn't get it. I'm serious. But they got 10 grand to do the kitchen. 10 grand, boom, downtown bathrooms. So they want the downtown bathrooms, they want the parking situation, and then a citizen, Benjamin Kissel, which his house is flooded 3 times, and you can get this on the video that we did. It's all there. Benjamin Kissel, it's all there. Flooded 3 times. Had to go and publicly speak and gave him an ultimatum last night. You're going to fix the drainage. You have funneled, there's drainage funneled from all over the city onto my private property, and my house is flooded 3 times last month, and the rain is coming. Folks, all I'm saying is somebody needs to put the brakes on the council, pump the brakes, regroup, and get your priorities. Now, that's just my opinion. You can get mad at me if you want. But when you go to these city council meetings, and last night, you're doing an ordinance, the alcohol ordinance, now you're going to do a town hall. That's great. But why? You had an alcohol ordinance. Where did it go? Boom, that was important, alcohol ordinance. But you know what? You heard some yelling. That got reeled back in real quick, right? I tell you what. Back up, pump the brakes, and start again. Because putting things on there like the open records request, you want to put a policy and procedure in for that? That's great. We understand you need to work on policy and procedure, and you probably need to work on the noise ordinance, and you probably do work on those things. But at least on the very first one, you could have made a commitment to the citizens and even voted, just as a symbol, voted on parking infrastructure and signed a pledge with the citizens or something on day 1 to start getting some of these things solved, the big issues. But you're up to month 3 and you haven't put big issue 1 that you really campaigned on the agenda. I'm going to close the show. I got a minute. Ken Gaddis, thank you very much. Council member Ken Gaddis, thank you very much. Because Ken Gaddis wants the policy and procedures changed for public speaking. He wants to allow, and for those that tell you it doesn't happen, it's not true. I go to several meetings where they do this, okay? So you get a motion, you got something on the agenda. I got a motion, I got a second. When you get a second, then they ask for comment. Most places allow 2 minutes, and if there's 100 citizens that want to say something, they get to say it. And when the citizens are done saying it in an orderly fashion, they get 2 minutes. Citizens are done saying it, they vote on it. Ken Gaddis wants to put that in place, that no votes until citizens are allowed to speak in an orderly fashion, and also open discussion, citizens allowing to speak openly at the end openly at the end of the meeting. Do we have school walkouts or something? What are you showing me?
We've already got students as young as 6 years old walking to the White House, walking out of school.
All right, I'm your host, BKP. Let's see, it's Wednesday, so that means it's Thursday. Tomorrow, it means it's Wednesday, means I have to go figure out who did I tell Wednesday's my best day. I'll have to figure that out. Amanda, how about you meet me right back here 8 a.m. tomorrow morning? Can we deal with that?
We can deal with it.
All right, let's go.